I see what home chaps and chapettes, game chap and Bertie here.
Yes.
Yes, fellows, and I say we have heard lately some rumours and talk of adjustments made to options in your Minecraft profile, and of course pertaining to player arms.
We most certainly have. So, shall we discover what that's all about?
I think we're going to, old chap. Now, goodness me, you may not know this, but I'm actually wearing a special skin right now.
You're wearing one, are you? Oh.
I am, old boy. As you can see, look at this, fellows. Yes, indeed. There we are. Alex's skin. Now, of course, what do you notice about this skin, old chap?
What do I notice about the skin? What does everyone notice about the skin? They're all looking at it now, you see. You've got, your hair's the same colour as Jeb's.
Oh, don't be silly, no. As you can see, look at those tiny little, well, thin arms, goodness me.
Yes, the thin arms, I was going to say it, yes.
Yes.
Thin arms.
As you can see, of course, the thin arms are not thin on the sides. They're still the same depth, of course, as you can see there, there's Birdie's head. But the width of the arms is now only 3 pixels wide.
Right, so the thin arms designed for the ladies in Minecraft, which Alex is supposed to be.
Also, have a look at this in first-person mode. The arms are also thinner. Look at that, old chap. Lovely.
Aha, so your arms look thinner when you're punching things. Fun.
Yes, very handy. Now, fellows, of course, like Bertie said, this perhaps is for the ladies out there, as well as people who perhaps think they're somewhat thinner in real life than Steve.
Yes.
Now, of course, fellows, you may be saying, how on earth do I get this for myself? That's a very good question, and actually, we've been doing a bit of research, and now we know how, don't we, old chap?
We most certainly do, yes indeed, and they've made it available.
They have. What you'll need to do, fellows, is dash along to Minecraft.net, as you can see on the screen now, and log into your Minecraft profile.
Right.
Now, in that Minecraft profile section, there are some new options. Goodness me, it's been updated for the first time in a while.
Look at that, brand new things. Brand new things are always fun, aren't they?
I like new things, old chap.
Is there any bugs in it?
Probably, yes, most probably.
Right.
Of course, fellows, change how you look in Minecraft. Okay,
Right.
You can choose either here, my skin fits on the classic Steve player model, which you can also have a template for, or my skin fits on the new Alex player model.
Hang on, my skin fits on the new Steve, and my skin fits on the new Alex. What does that mean?
It's a good question. Of course, they've worded it in perhaps a slightly confusing way, but what it actually means, the first option is if you want big fat bodybuilder arms, like old Steve style, and the new option there, the second option, is of course if you'd like more slender, petite, perhaps ladies' arms, the Alex style.
So we could have shortened it down to fat arms here, thin arms here.
Yes, or 4 pixel wide and 3 pixel
Yes.
wide. Now, of course, the option you'll select will actually govern the width of your arms. So really, this is like a toggle, toggling on or off skinny arms, or thin arms, or fat arms, or bodybuilder arms, good as bad.
Right, okay, well, let's select one then, and let's have a look.
We're going to try Steve's arms with the girl's skin.
Right.
Right, fellows.
Yes.
I've updated my skin, and as you can see, we're back to the old meaty Steve skin here. But the question is, what is this skin? Let's have a look, shall we?
Let's have a look.
Oh, it's a girl, old chap.
So the girl skin.
Oh, well, it's
so we've got a big girl with big fat arms.
She's got big fat arms. Now, this is, of course, a skimpy beach skin of some sort, which is indeed a girl's skin, fellows. But as you can see, though, she seems to be a girl bodybuilder, perhaps. They have big, large arms, good as
Right,
that.
so that came about by pressing or selecting my skin Steve or something, is it?
That's right. Well, to get this effect, fellows, you have to choose the skin, or the Steve, rather, skin option, and then indeed initiate a girl skin upload.
Right.
But as you can see, I don't think it's very natural, old chap.
Well, I don't know. Look, you've got a bikini. Have some water. There we are.
Oh, yes, that's very nice.
Look at that, you can have a little swim now,
Get
can't
the water out of here, buddy.
Yes, but hang on. What say that I've got a skin? My skin design is got thin arms in the actual design of the skin.
Well, indeed, if your skin itself has thin arms, there will indeed be an interesting effect. Now, we're going to change it over to show thin arms with this same skin.
Would you like some more water?
No,
There we are.
get it out, buddy! Don't, buddy, don't! Aha, now here we are, having a little paddle in the river, as you can see, with the squid there, very nice.
Yes, we are.
This, fellows, is the same girl in her bikini with thin arms.
So, well, wait, how do we get the thin arms from the fat arms?
Well, of course, we chose the second option. My skin is based on Alex, and like you can see there, fellows, this really does suit her body much better, I think.
Yes, so we had a look at the fat arms there that didn't look very good with the girl's sort of skin. But these look more natural. Yes, they look more like a girl. So they've got round the problem of bringing the old other gender in without having sort of big boobs and things.
Did you have to say that, old chap?
Well, yes,
really?
I suppose it's done in a clever way, really, because now
Yes.
it's just thin arms.
Yes, indeed. As you can see, you can still simulate, you know, the female features if you wish to on the skin. But
Yes.
of course, Mr. Jeb's actually given girls thin arms rather than any pokey outy bits, as it were.
Right, okay, and this all works in 1.8 then?
This is all in 1.8. Now, fellows, if you take a thin-armed skin and try to put it on an old version of Minecraft, this is what happens. It gets a bit ugly, you know.
Oh.
So last time, fellows, we had the first option selected of Steve. Now we're changing over to the Alex or second option, and we're actually going to use the Alex skin, which has built-in 3 pixel wide or thin arms so we can show you what it looks like in the older versions.
In the older versions, right, okay. My word, what an amazing difference.
Look at that difference, so lifelike.
Yes.
Oh, it's actually not that.
Oh, it's not?
No,
Oh, right.
it's not.
Oh, there you are.
It's here. As you can see, I'm Alex here, videos. The slim armed skin in 179 looks like this with black bits on the back, you know.
What? So in 179, if you go beyond 1.8 to 179 as we have done here, you have black lines on your arms.
Black lines on my arms, and of course on my hands I also have black lines. Now those...
So it's a glitch?
It's a glitch, of course, because the old slim style skin does not support the fat Steve arms, or the bodybuilder macho arms. That's why you get those black bits, because of a 2 pixel wide difference.
Aha! So if you try to do it in that version, you won't get the desired result.
So make sure your skin is right. Now next we're going to show you what happens in a very old version of Minecraft. Look at this lovely world videos, beta 1.3, but indeed in 1.3, a very old version, I'm still game chap. I'm not even a girl, as you can see, because in these old versions, your skin actually won't update at all.
And you have the fat arms?
Yes, fat arms permanently stuck, so if you're using 1.3 or earlier, just forget about changing your skin. It won't happen, you know. Right, videos, now we are here in 1.6.2, as you can see, and similarly, indeed, we still have those black bits on the sides of our skin. Now, that is, of course, because in the old versions of Minecraft, it will take sometimes up to an hour for your skin changes to show. Not always. For example, in this case, I was quite fortunate and got a rapid update. But in many cases, it'll take an hour to update. And also, if you use a 3 pixel wide armed skin, that will never actually show in old versions of Minecraft because it only works in the newer version.
So if you're in 1.78 or something like that, or 1.7, you'll get, you won't get thin arms.
No, that's right.
So you won't get thin arms, but it might take an hour or so for your skin to update. So if you go in and then you think, it hasn't worked, what's going on? It's not necessarily a bug.
No, that's right.
You have to wait.
It'll only work in the newer version, but be careful, because if you make Steve your skin type in the newer version, 1.8 of Minecraft, and then you upload a thin armed skin, you'll still have those black bits.
So you have to be careful.
That's right. Of course, the only way to get thin arms in old versions of Minecraft is to use a mod, for example, like Anna's arms here. The maid's arms are 3 pixels wide, and you can still do that with certain custom mods.
I see.
Now, here's the next point, videos. Some of you may know, for example, that Anna here, her clothes can actually come off. Did you know that, little chap?
Yes, I did, yes.
For example, like that, you can take her clothes off, and the extra layer of clothing is removed to reveal the skin underneath. Now, similarly, you can do that too in Minecraft.
You can, apparently, from 1.8 version on.
Yes, that's right. Now, have a look here, videos. As you can see, Mojang have actually given us a template to work with. Now, if you want to make your skin to be able to have, for example, a jacket or an outer layer of clothing, or perhaps even underwear underneath if you're feeling naughty, I say, you can, of course, use the reference...
Why is it naughty? Everyone wears underwear, don't they?
Yes, that's a good idea. Please do wear underwear.
Yes, don't forget to do that.
Don't forget your underwear. No, I did that once. It was rather a mistake, you know. But
did you
anyway,
really?
as you can see, videos here, the skin template shows you what parts go where. For example, as you can see, the solid coloured areas are, of course, the core skin, whereas the more dotty or, cross-hatched areas of the template are where you can put on the outer layers of clothing. And if you're a pixel artist, you'll know what to do, or alternatively, you can, of course, dash online and download one of many skins available.
Yes, I can just imagine what it will look like when you start fiddling around with it.
Yes.
So, in other words, you can be wearing your normal skin, go along to the old option menu or whatever, take an arm off and have an arm of something else.
Yes, you could do it, old chap.
An arm of a creeper or something.
Anna, could you put your clothes back on, please, girl? Thank you.
This is all rather fun, isn't it?
You can now dash along to the options menu here, and there's a brand new setting called skin customization, I say.
What? Skin customization?
Yes, that's right, videos. You can now officially doff your hat to the ladies like so, you know.
Hang on, I don't see any ladies.
You're not looking hard enough, old chap. Now, observe, videos. Also, what's more, you can even take off certain layers of clothing, or indeed customize your skin, so one arm looks a certain way, and the other one doesn't, old chap. Look at that, old boy.
My goodness me, look at that. Sons, you must have been involved in a terrible zombie fight. He's ripped the skin straight off your jacket. Also, if you configure an entire underlayer to your skin like so, you can do this, I say. I don't like doing this in public, you know, old chap. My goodness me, what have you done? You've shamed yourself in public.
What's going on? It's starting to rain, and rightfully so, I say. Where's my panic clothes gone, old chap?
Well, I don't know.
This is frightfully embarrassing, I say, but as you can see there, videos, full body customization. It's marvellous, you know.
It's absolutely wonderful.
Well, there you go, videos. Brand new skin systems in Minecraft, which I dare say will overhaul the entire way people look, you know.
It most certainly will, yes indeed. Wait a minute. When her armour comes off, her clothes come off.
Yes, indeed, old boy. He's suffered an awful lot of damage, you know.
He most certainly has, yes. What's left?
I don't know, observe here. Oh, yes, indeed, very much in the red, I say.
Oh, my goodness me, yes. Well, what happens when the rest comes off?
My word, as you can see, she only has a tiny piece of jolly chest armour left, I say.
You see that? Well, hopefully that'll stay on.
Bertie, what's going on? Bertie, no, what have you done, I say? What the Bertie, crazy? Where did that come around, boy?
Oh, I think Mr. Man must have tried to change his skin and it didn't work. It was a bug and it all blew up.
But what do you mean, oh boy? That wasn't supposed to happen, I say. Cut the Bertie tape. Get back here, poor air, I say. We look forward to seeing you else again. Join us then, I say.
All that caused Mr. Mayor to jump out of his skin.